What can cause someone to be white when their whole family is dark-skinned? There's plenty of Spanish blood running through the Mexican people. Your girlfriend may have just drawn the one European card out of a deck that is otherwise stacked with Mexican native. My dad thought I was illegitimate because of recessive genes. DNA test proved he was my dad. Mexican people come in all colors. Most are mixed with Spanish, French, indigenous, etc., so some are brown and some are whiter. Even in families, some are tanner with brown eyes and some are white with blue eyes. I'm Mexican and I have relatives who are brown and some who are white with colored eyes. It also depends on the state where the person's family is from, as some states in Mexico had more indigenous or European settlers. My boyfriend is from Los Altos de Jalisco, which had a lot of French and Spanish settlers. Therefore, a lot of people there have lighter skin and colored eyes and yes, even blonde hair. My boyfriend has blue eyes and light brown hair with lighter skin. All his family is from there and many are even white passing. Your girlfriend could very well have received her genes from a relative further back like a grandparent or even grandparent, which is the case in my family. The whiter relatives, I have received those genes from my great-grandparents who were white with colored eyes. Genetics is super complex, especially with Mexicans since we are mixed a lot. Yeah, that's albinism. Bad vision gives it away. If she's definitely both her parents' kid, there are many different types of albinism. Not all result in the white hair type version. Also, could be a genetic throwback to someone in the distant past related. The pool guy. There can be a ton of factors here. But I grew up in an area with a high Mexican-American population and regularly has classmates that were 100 Mexican and had light hair or light skin or light eyes. Frequently, it comes down to recessive genes. When people look at their 100 Mexican heritage, they often don't take into account how much of their genetic history can be traced back to white Spaniards. My family is not Mexican, but my dad was dark-skinned and my mom is light-skinned and I have 3 full siblings. 3 of us have darker olive skin, dark hair and dark eyes, and 1 sibling with platinum blonde hair and blue eyes and super pale skin. Genetics can just do that sometimes. My full-blood supposedly brother was so dark that Hispanic people would speak Spanish to him. I'm a ginger with very pale skin and freckles. My brother is long gone, so are my parents, so I'll never know for sure. I knew a guy that had a Hispanic name and accent, but he was a seeming white ginger. He told me that both of his parents are Mexican and sometimes it just happens. Mexican is not a race, most Mexicans are mixed race, with some white Spanish, some brown Native American, I guess, but usually not the USA tribes and in many cases some black or others. The Spanish conquerors ed everything that moved in the 1500s and there's been tons of mixing since, so, unless they are from a very isolated town, they have some Spanish genes. It seems the average European ancestry in Mexicans is about 30 https://wikipedia.org Wikimestizas in Mexico. I mean, it may still be albinism, or the milkman, but it doesn't have to be. Techie answer DNA anomaly or otherwise. Double recessive genes, albinism, etc. Gave the wrong guy the child. Or albino. Albinism is very, very rare. Recessive genes. Albinism is most likely given the paleness and bad eyesight. Mexican is not a race, they come in all colors. Unless she comes from a part where the number of natives has always been high, it's very, very, very hard that the family is not mixed. Recessive genes is a possibility. Mom. Dominant brown hair gene, recessive blonde hair gene dead. Same thing since you get only half of each parent's gene. It's possible she inherited both blonde hair genes from her parents. But her parents would not be blonde since the one brown hair gene they have overpowers the other. A friend of mine had a Spanish grandfather and she's the only one of her 4 sisters that has dark hair, curls and darker skin. She looks exactly like her parents, just dark. Lol. The other immediate family members are all blonde. There is a segment of people in Mexico which are born blonde-haired and blue-eyed. I've seen 2 mixed American Indians, dark complexion, brown eyes, dark hair, have 2 very pale, blonde, blue children. Genes can be funny.